Hey there. So, my name is Laurel, and today we're going to look at one of my favorite Sedona Method techniques. The Sedona Method is a process of self-inquiry that is used to help release and let go of any negative thoughts, unwanted feelings, or limiting beliefs. Can also be used for bodily sensations. And it's a process that is very natural, supports us in letting go so that we can feel more ease, at peace, and also ultimately reveal the truth of who we are beyond these thoughts, feelings, sensations that come and go in the body. And so today we are going to share the triple welcoming, which is one of the techniques that's really useful in helping to create more space around anything that's unwanted. And so it is a multi-step process. At first, we welcome that apparent problem, whatever that issue might be, and we just notice different aspects of that and just allow whatever it is that we see, just allowing it to be here. And then the second step is noticing and welcoming any sense of wanting to control it, wanting to fix it or change it or just make it different in any way. And then the third step is noticing and welcoming any sense that it's personal, that it's about you and who you are. And finally, after we do all of that, then we welcome, well, what is beyond this problem? What's on the other side of it? You know, if that wasn't here, then what would be here instead? And then we welcome that too. So we're going to just have an opportunity to try this together and, see what happens. So first, allowing yourself to just notice any problem that appears to be here, anything you're struggling with. And could you simply focus on that? Just noticing what comes up when you focus on this problem. I'm about to sneeze, so I'm trying to wait. Excuse me. So can you notice what thoughts are there? As you think about this problem, what thoughts accompany it? And what feelings? What feelings are here when you focus on this problem, when you think about it? And can you allow those feelings to be just as they are? And could you also notice any sensations in the body? Really turning your attention away from the mind, away from the thoughts that come and go, and notice what happens in the body when you focus on this apparent problem. Sometimes it's useful to even put your hand in that part of your body. It's not necessary for this process, but it can bring a sense of comfort and is another way of welcoming what's here in the body. So just simply noticing that sensation. And could you also notice any sense of judgment you might have around any of this? This could be a problem that's been lingering for a while. And so could you simply just let it be as it is? And then could you also notice any sense of making a story around this? Why has it happened? What does it all mean? There might even be a desire of wanting to figure it out. So could you just allow all of that to be just as it is? Just noticing any aspect of this apparent problem and just letting it be. Just noticing what's here. Give you another moment for that. Okay, great. And then could you also notice any desire to change this? Any sense of wanting to fix it, to make it different? There might be a sense of wanting to get your hands around it. Any sense of wanting it to go away. There might be a real feeling of wanting to push it away. Wanting to escape it. And there can also be a sense of holding it close. There could be a part of you that doesn't know what it would do without this, where even though this is unwanted, it's familiar, it's what's known. And so notice any sense of holding on. There might be a belief that, like, I don't think I can get rid of this. That's another way we hold on. Any thought or feeling that it might endure, continue. It's another way of holding on. And again, can you just simply allow this? Letting go of any sense of judgment and just simply notice what's here. Could you welcome all of that, just as it is? And now, could you also notice any sense that this is personal, that it's about you and who you are? Any sense of ownership, like this is mine, this is who I am? Noticing any sense of I, me, as well as them or theirs. Noticing whatever you might be identifying with. Any sense of I am this. I am not that. Notice any identification that I am this person having this problem. This is mine. This is me. And as best you can, could you just simply welcome and allow that to be just as it is? Now that you've welcomed all of that, what would it be like if you actually went beyond it? What if this problem never existed in the first place? What would be here instead? What's on the other side of it? If just for a moment you could set it down and you could just move forward, step into something different, what would that be? And how would you be? And could you welcome that possibility for you? Could you allow that to be true, even if it's just in your mind in this moment? Can you welcome what that would feel like? What thoughts you might have, or sensations in the body if you were on the other side of this? Could you welcome that possibility right now in this moment as best you can? Just for now. So just taking a moment to just notice what's there for you. Really allowing that to be here. Being curious about it. Enjoying it. Good. So this is a process that we could go through this multiple times, seeing what's still here and then welcoming any aspect of that apparent problem, noticing any desire to change it, to fix it, to control it in any way. And then also any sense that it's personal, that it's about you or who you are. And then also noticing what would be beyond this, what's on the other side of this experience. And you can do it as many times as you like. And you can replay this video to just really notice what is an apparent problem, what feels so real and fixed, and then seeing any space that you might make around it, any sense of ease or peace or calm that arises when you just simply pause to notice what appears to be here. And you might also ask yourself, is that actually what I think it is, or is it just what's apparently happening? We often add a lot of extra meaning to things. And what if that's just what's happening, apparently? So thank you for being here with me, and I hope this was helpful, and look forward to seeing you again. Take care.